China's new AI chatbot DeepSeek is making headlines. But it's part of something much bigger. Chinese apps are becoming super popular all over the world. Apps like TikTok, CapCut, Shine, Temu. But China's success isn't just on our phones. It's leading in many kinds of technology. Take cars, for example. China is now the biggest car seller in the world, thanks to electric car brands like BYD. One big reason: China also makes more batteries than anyone else. And solar panels. China controls about 80 to 95% of the world's supply chain. By 2028, experts predict 60% of the world's renewable energy will come from China. And what about drones? China dominates that too. If you ever see a drone buzzing in the sky, there's a 70% chance it's from DJI, a drone company based in Shenzhen, China. 3 of the top 10 drone companies in the world are Chinese. China is also a big deal in quantum computers, special computers that work in super advanced ways. Chinese scientists publish more research papers about quantum computers than any other country. They're even ahead of the US in some parts of quantum technology. And the same thing is happening with artificial intelligence, AI. Chinese AI companies file more patents than anyone else. The AI chatbot DeepSeek proves that China can compete with US tech giants. But how did China get here? It's not an accident. It was planned all along. In 2015, the Chinese government launched a huge plan called Made in China 2025. Their goal: stop being just a factory for cheap products. Become a world leader in technology. Make their own high-tech products. According to experts, it worked. Made in China 2025 had over 250 goals for technology growth. A report from South China Morning Post says China has completed 86% of those goals. Some industries, like electric cars and solar power, have grown even faster than expected. Even though some people think the South China Morning Post is too positive about China, most experts agree China's plan was a success. So, how did China do it? Government funding, bringing in top researchers, making foreign companies share knowledge. China used a special strategy called state-backed capitalism. The government picked which industries to invest in. It spent huge amounts of money to speed up research. It hired foreign experts to bring in new ideas. It made foreign companies partner with Chinese companies. According to US Congress, the Chinese government planned to spend $1.5 trillion on technology. By 2020, it had already spent $627 billion. China also built new tech hubs for research. But some countries, like the US, say that China didn't play fair. The US and allies accuse China of stealing tech by hacking companies. American airplane manufacturers say they've been targeted. China denies all of it. China's plan worked so well that the government stopped using the name Made in China 2025 because it was worrying other countries. But by that time, China was already winning in many industries. Over the years, the US and its allies have punished China by limiting its access to important technology. China was cut off from top-tier microchips. New export laws blocked China from buying advanced tech. Because of this, China had to start making its own advanced technology. There's a Chinese saying, life always finds its way out. One company that proved this is Huawei. In 2019, Huawei was the world leader in 5G internet. It also had a huge market share in smartphones. But the US banned its access to important microchips. Huawei's business took a hit. But instead of giving up, it started making its own microchips. By 2023, Huawei released a smartphone with a powerful microchip that no one expected them to make. Something similar happened with DeepSeek, China's AI chatbot. It wasn't allowed to buy the best AI chips, so it found new ways to train its AI with older chips. And it still built an impressive AI model. For the US, this was a shock. DeepSeek AI from a Chinese company should be a wake-up call for us. We need to focus on competing and winning. Even TikTok, the first non-US social media platform to succeed globally, is now facing threats of being banned in the US. But China is still growing in other areas. Shine and Temu are challenging Amazon by selling cheap products using new app technology. But China hasn't won everything. It's still far behind in making advanced microchips. US technology bans are slowing down China's progress. At the same time, the US and its allies are spending huge amounts of money to stay ahead. The US government and private companies are investing hundreds of billions of dollars in AI and chips. In January 2025, the US announced $500 billion for AI development. Other countries, like Germany and Japan, are also creating their own tech plans. This massive investment will keep the US leading in future industries. Even with this competition, there's no doubt, China has become a major tech leader. It has huge goals. It has billions of dollars to spend, and it's not slowing down. The battle between China and the West in technology is just getting started.